I'm literally doing this video for one product only, like one singular product, but I don't care. Today is a dark, rainy day, and I went to play with makeup, and the reason I've brought you here today is finally, I have the new Hourglass Luminous Glow Foundation in my hands. So I'm testing this, but then I was like, you know what? Let's test some other makeup too. Let's have fun. So also I pulled out Chantecaille's new spring collection. I have an eyeshadow trio, 2 lip products, and some other stuff. So let's get into it. I feel like this latter half of January is just me catching up to all the new products that launched in the first 2 weeks. And then after this, then we'll do our roundups and big reviews, etc., etc. So for primer, I'm only going to put this on half of my face because we are working with a new foundation, but ColourPop did just launch a new primer. It sounds really good. It's the Set It Up primer with peptides, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid that's supposed to be smoothing and extend makeup wear. Just in case it acts funky with the foundation, I want to put this on half of my face. So let's see. Milky looking, thick. Oh wow. Feels thick on the face, but very smoothing. As stated, I feel like Tatcha has a primer that kind of feels like this. I'd have to do them side by side, but it's giving Tatcha Silk Canvas, but a little bit more wet. Maybe. Don't hold me to that. But that feels really nice. What's this supposed to do again? Make makeup last longer and be smoothing. Cream gel primer hydrates skin. Don't know if it extends makeup wear. Blurs pores and controls shine all day. I mean, this sounds like a little too good to be true to be both hydrating and extending long wear. But we'll see. My nose has been peeling. So if it looks bad on my nose, I'm the problem. Let's get into the foundation though. I have been waiting to try this. Shipping took a little bit longer than I wanted, but finally I got my hands on the Illusion Luminous Glow Foundation. I picked up the shade Blindly, number 6. And the reason I was so excited about it, because I love Hourglass and I feel like everything they come out with is liquid gold. Also, they have a skin tint that's in the same packaging but white. And I love it so much. So since the packaging's the same, I feel like I'm going to love the formula more. And this is going to have more coverage. Hopefully. And I did get requests. I've been getting like, where is your Hourglass review, Morgan? Where is it? I wanted to know too. Did they fly it over? It was being shipped. Okay. So let's see. This is the side without the primer. 2. I think that's a little too much. I don't know. Anyways, I'm using an Hourglass brush as well. Let's see. Oh yeah, definitely more coverage in the skin tint. I don't think it has a fragrance to it. This brush isn't that great at applying this. Might switch on the other side. But really easy blend out, wow. It like melted into the skin. It does have SPF 30. It's pretty, it's very, very pretty. Okay, let me try it with the brush I normally use. And with the technique I normally use. Okay, so it's almost like a gel consistency. So it's not thick, but it's like a gel. Okay. Oops, I got that all over my brows. Let's do a little bit more. See if it's buildable. But I can get light coverage with just that little bit that I applied, but I want to see if I can get more coverage. It looks a little heavier on the side that I applied the primer, but maybe because I put more product. Let's see. It is reminding me of the skin tint that I love from Hourglass, but with more coverage, and I think it's a little less glowy looking than the skin tint, but it's sitting on the skin very nice, and it blended in really easily. So I'm going to let that settle into the skin. I'm going to do my brows off camera. I don't have anything new, and then This is not new, but I haven't used it in a while. I'm using the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Concealer as well, so I'll be right back. Cheek products, you guys. So many cheek products to work through. I have a new cream bronzer, Palladio. Definitely an underrated brand. They're very affordable. They have very good products. They just launched a new cream bronzer. I'm going to use the shade Cinnamon Spice. I love a good cream bronzer. It just melts into the skin. Wow. This one's very creamy. Like it's melting in with just the touch of my finger. Let's see. This particular shade's a bit warm. I wonder if, like, a warm shade like this really isn't my cup of tea. It is a bronzer, so, you know, I'm not going to knock their bronzer for being bronze. How about this shade? That looks a little better. Let me try that. This one is Caramel Latte. Let's see. I think this one might be better for my skin tone. Oh yeah, for sure. But look at how it's just blending in with my finger. That's crazy. It's a really nice creamy blend, and I'm just using another Hourglass brush to stay on theme here. But it's working in with ease. I haven't seen a single soul talk about this product, but it's really good. I remember back in the day going to Sally's Beauty when I had like no money, you know, when I was a teenager, and buying Palladio rice paper for my dry skin. You know, those blotting sheets? Ooh, okay, yeah, I like the shade Caramel Latte, and that blends in with such ease. I'm going to use my Patrick Ta nose contour brush, and a little goes a long way with this because it's so creamy to the touch. A lot of product gets picked up. I hate having a bulbous tip nose. So round down here, it's hard to contour. Okay, I like that. This cheek's gonna be a little warmer than the rest of the face, but this one's really good, and Palladio's very, very affordable. I've already showed this before and tried the other color that I bought, but I got a couple comments saying you wanted to see She's Seductive on my face. So this is one of the 4 new shades from Patrick Ta's cream blush and powder blush duos, and I picked up She Left Me on Red, which was very red. I did do an example of that if you want to see it, but I haven't tried this one yet, and it just looks so pretty. So we're gonna try it. I mean, it just looks like such a good wearable color. I saw an interesting comment where one of you said this looks patchy on everybody, so let's see. I know that he does powder first, then cream after. I'm not about that life. Nope, couldn't be me. I have to put the cream down first. This is a BK Beauty 109. If this is not the perfect pinky, peachy, I don't even know, rosy? What kind of shade is this? It just looks flushed and natural. Just this cream alone is stunning. Before I put the powder over top, I want to put my liquid highlight down, and I really, really struggle with liquid highlights. I just do not like them. But I love seeing what formulas actually work. And ColourPop has these liquid highlights, so I thought I'd give one a go in Sugar Donut. I live in the land of delusion and denial about liquid highlighters. Even though I don't like them, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna still try them. But you know what? Thanks to my perseverance, I have found a couple ones that I really like. How cute is this with a little heart on it? Okay. I mean, my rules for liquid highlight: cannot have any powder on. My skin just doesn't agree with that. And I have to use my finger to blend it out. It has to be that way. Even the best of liquid contours, highlights. Even the best of liquid highlights, I need to follow that rule, except for Dior's. Dior's is the only one that doesn't need to not be used with powder, because it's that good. Did that just disappear? Yes. I don't even like the Rare Beauty highlights like this, so take my review with a grain of salt. But I'm always looking for the next big thing. Maybe I needed to apply more. It's not breaking up anything underneath, which I certainly appreciate. But it also isn't adding anything either. Ay, ay, ay. Another liquid highlight bites the dust for me. I don't like it. it doesn't do enough maybe. Like I could probably do a second coat here and feel better about this. But at this point, you know, I get my fingers all icky, sticky. Like, I'll just go in with a powder highlight, you know? It's a no for me, unfortunately. It's not bad in that it doesn't ruin my makeup underneath, doesn't make the area look highly textured, but it's also a lot of work for like just this. So let me reapply a little bit of blush right here. And then I'm going to set my face. I'm using Dominique Cosmetics Brightening Setting Powder in Rosita. I feel like it would bring out my shirt and then the eyeshadow color that I'm using today. I don't know if today is like a review or get ready with me, but it is just hanging out and playing with makeup, which is my favorite thing to do. So I hope you're doing the same thing with me at home. So I wanted to set with a powder bronzer because, feast your eyes, you guys. I've been looking for an excuse to try these. So these are from What's Up Beauty, which is another really underrated brand. And they launched these, they call these the Cheek Tear. Just kidding, don't listen to me. But they're the bronzers. They have this beautiful marbling with lilac in there. They also have this style of product in blushes. I just don't have a reason to use them today. So I'm debating if I want to use medium, which looks pretty light, and then this one is light. If you're fair, look at this light shade, wow. Okay, I'm going to use medium, I think, because I think light is lighter than my bronzer. I could make the light work for me on a very natural day or on days where I accidentally grab for a skin tint or foundation that's too light. So we're just going to do a little bit, really just to set and make everything look nice and even. I'm not applying too much. So this one I'm going to have to use and test more and, you know, see how it sits on bare skin and without any cream bronzer. I just cleared out my speed reviews drawer, and looks like we are going to fill her back up today. Okay, I don't have anything to say about this, really. It's flat, it applied nice, but you know, as the Brits say, it's early days. I haven't been watching the Love Island All-Stars, but I pretty much know everything that's going on because I watch every Love Island TikTok that shows up, and I'm Ekin-Su's biggest fan. Oh, she's so dramatic. I love it. Okay, let's go back to this guy. I'm going to set with the powder blush. The key with going cream first, powder second is you want to use a fluffy brush, a really light hand, especially since these blushes are pretty pigmented. They pick up a lot. But you see, now that I have everything on top of the cream blush, we kind of lost some of that color. So I'm just lightly patting it over top. Don't want to swipe or anything and ruin anything, any of the work that we put down, but a nice light touch to bring that color back. This blush is beautiful. I love the tone of this. She's seductive. And I always apply a little bit more blush than I would if I were doing makeup on my own, not on camera. But I really want you to pick up on it. And blush fades pretty quickly anyways. But since we have a cream underneath, it's going to grab onto that and last longer. I can't speak for all of the other colors that launched other than She Left on Red, but she's seductive. It's really beautiful. But then again, it's like, how different do blushes look on the cheek? I don't know. We also have a setting spray from ColourPop as well, which is supposed to lock it in and make it long lasting. This also has peptides and niacinamide. It's supposed to make the makeup waterproof and transfer proof. I think they were really excited about the launch of the primer in this because they normally don't communicate with me, but they were like, we're launching this, girl. Use it. So I think they want us to use it. I'm going to spray my hand to see if this will set the bronzer, but And you know, obviously since these are all first impressions, I will say I'm pretty accurate on first go, but don't rely on that. Rely on my speed reviews. These will all be in the speed reviews and you'll hear my final thoughts after I test them more. It's too early to tell if this does anything since I don't think it's supposed to do anything to the makeup itself. But we'll see how it treats my hand here in a moment. But we're going to move on to something a little wild. So I have some new products from Chantecaille's spring collection. They did send this to me in PR. Would I have bought this myself? Probably not. But it did catch my eye when looking at the launch. I mean, this is so pretty and soft and subtle, springy tones. This is definitely like a look, a vibe. Not a lot of depth. I think it's just supposed to give an all-over glazy glow all over the lid. And I like that look. But I just looked up the price of this, and it's also $80. So would you pay $80 for a look like that? I don't know, but I'm going to try it. So this is the Nymph Eye Trio. And Chantecaille is just one of those brands where I look at the price point and it makes me gag. But then I use the product and it's like really good. So, you know, yeah, these are all very soft. We have like a peachy shade, a lilac shade, and like a little glimmery shade that I'm gonna have to test. I'm tempted to put purple on one eye and then the copper on the other eye just to see the difference for review purposes. I might do that. So let's see. I just have my concealer on my eye. These feel really lightweight, so it should be okay with that. I should put a little bit of bronzer in the crease, I think. I think my skin looks really nice, you guys. That Hourglass foundation gave me a lot more coverage than I thought it was going to. That had more powder particles than I anticipated. So this is light, and that What's Up's Beauty Bronzer, which is just creating a really nice background and dimension to my eye, which I'm going to need. So I'm going to start off with the peachy shade. Let's see how this looks all over the lid. $80 Chantecaille is diabolical. Like, it's not that it's not pretty. It's a look. It's a great formula for mature eyelids. Like, that's such a pretty natural shade to the eye. I like that. Okay, let's try the lilac shade. You know I'm screaming over this one. Oh my gosh. So I just picked up a Dior palette for springtime that kind of had a similar vibe to what these palettes give. And it had a lilac shade. I'm going to show you. So this is the Dior limited edition palette. Similar vibe. I was expecting it to give that glowy look. And I used this, and you couldn't even tell it was on my eyelid. Like, this is what I thought that this would look like. So they're ahead of Dior on this one. This palette, don't buy it. It's pretty, but don't buy it. I spent a lot of money on that one, too. I think the Chantecaille already is giving more. Like, this purple is so pretty. Really subtle, not too much. And then we have this interesting, like, glowy, glimmery shade that looks like, yeah, as an eye topper. These are good one and done shadows. The first two that I applied, and then add a little bit of glitz and glam there. Oh, this is pretty. Obviously, I cannot stand behind an $80 price point for 3 shades, but I did used to be a luxury makeup reviewer, so I totally understand spending that much. No, I actually really like this. You do you. I'm not gonna tell you to buy it, but it is really pretty. I'm not disappointed with it. I'm much happier with this than I am the Dior. I'm happy to have it for sure. Like, how pretty is that for those one and done looks? Even though I did not use one shade, but I'm gonna take a little bit of the bronzer again. Because, you know, I have these hollowed out eyes. So I just like a little bit of depth down here. Kind of minimize my eye bulging. And then this next product I thought was super interesting. So Jones Road came out with a gel liner, And I don't know if it was limited edition or what, but they sent over this set and they were like, you guys asked for it, it's here permanently. And the significance behind this is Bobbi Brown, the makeup brand, came out with a gel liner so many years ago. I'm pretty sure OG Bobbi Brown, the person, was behind the line of the gel liner, was known for that gel liner. And then obviously Bobbi Brown the person left Bobbi Brown the brand, and now Bobbi Brown the person for her new brand Jones Road has a gel liner. So that is a little bit of the context behind that and why I'm excited for this, because I used to wear only gel eyeliner in high school. And I used to say, you gotta use gel eyeliner. It's so much easier. It's so much easier. So it's been a bit since I've tried a gel liner, so I'm kind of excited about this for the nostalgia. Like, look at that. Nice, smooth as a baby's butt. So I have a black and a brown. I thought brown would be nice since I'm more into brown lately. This is from Trixie Cosmetics. And then we used to, what did we used to use? Eye drops when our gel liners dried out. But the reason gel liners, I love them, was because they had the look of liquid liners, and this is when like black liner was the only acceptable color. They give the look of liquid liners, but were just much easier to apply, because just like with applying eyeshadow, you can just stamp it on. For my brides, I only use gel liner as well, for the most part. Oh yeah, that's nice. Lately, the last couple of years, I've been using mostly eyeshadow or pencil liners, which would have sent me into a coma 5 years ago. Ugh, the urge to add a wing. Like, it's incomplete to me. I need my eye elongated. Miss Bobbi Brown can throw down a good gel eyeliner. I love it. Love, love, love it. And I remember I have Bobbi Brown's, some of her makeup books here. I should go through those. It's been a while. Bring back some old techniques. But in the book, you know, she would talk about using gel eyeliner in like charcoal and navy. And I used to think that that was crazy. Like, why would you use anything besides black? And I still think charcoal is kind of crazy. But I should embrace it. Like, she knew what she was talking about. Honestly, thank gosh liquid eyeliner is no longer trending, because what a pain in the butt that was. Well, I was going for something soft, and here I am. Okay, let's curl the lashes. Yeah, my natural light spring look quickly took a turn with this eyeliner. But you know what? The eyeliner is so good. Really, really good gel liner. Benefit does have a new mascara, the Bad Gal Bounce. So it's adding to that Bad Gal line. Let me see, I haven't looked at the wand yet. Can my itsy bitsy teeny weeny lashes? Interesting. Look at this. 2 different spike sides. Hold on, I did not do my due diligence. Let me look at what they say about this mascara. Fluffier volumizing mascara. So it's supposed to look fluffy, full, and lifted. Fiber bristles deposit formula at the lash line, while the fine-tooth comb separates and defines. Okay, so you see this side deposits the color, and then the brush on the other side is supposed to separate the lashes. So let's use it as such. It's going to be hard for you guys to tell with my puny lashes being hidden by the eyeliner. What little length I have is being taken away from your visuals. It feels very light, so hopefully that means it's gonna hold a good curl. And then let's flip the brush over to the comb side. Brushes like these stab my eyeballs out and then make me cry. I think it's separating. Question mark. Mascaras are one of the few well, not few, but one of those products that first impression, not reliable from me. But she's giving minuscule length. No length at all. I like that double-sided comb. Yeah, I mean, it's not the most voluminous mascara I've ever used. I just remembered. Hey! Okay, ColourPop. I think this works. Okay, give me a minute. I gotta work through this. Okay, so we're gonna continue with Chantecaille, who creates a really beautiful, nourishing lipstick formula. So these two are from their spring collections as well. These are their lip sheer formulas. So I have Ringlet and Monarch. So I've swatched Monarch here, where there's a little bit of glimmers in here. Really pretty light sheer lip color for spring. Here's Ringlet. Hold on, I just want to show you how it starts off really sheer, but then builds up. So these are going to be nourishing for the lips. They're going to add a light glaze of color, very comfortable to apply. These are a beautiful formula. So let's put one on the bottom. We'll do Monarch on the bottom. And I do have Lancome lip liner in Nude. Where did it go? No. Nude Now. Okay, so let's do Monarch on the bottom. Oh, that's actually very pretty. You can see the gold glimmers. Then Ringlet, which is a little bit more sheer, but I would say you don't need both. Oh, did not mean to push my lips together. But I love this formula. I have quite a few of these from Chantecaille. Again, not saying that they're worth the money, but I do like the formula a lot. And then lastly, the last new product I wanted to talk about is not a makeup product, but I do have Fleur's newest fragrance, which has quickly risen to one of my favorite fragrance brands. So this is Golden Rule. Let me look up the notes to this. This is my little fragrance debut here. Because the first time I smelled it, I wasn't sure when I opened the package, but I want to take a moment with this. The top notes: mandarin splash, pink pepper, golden pear, heart. Well, you see it on the screen. Like, I just cannot envision how that smells. Okay, I've never actually let it touch my skin. That smells good. I think I smell the mandarin splash. I don't know what pink pepper smells like, though. This is coming from a very uneducated person in the fragrance department. And honestly, I would like to keep it that way, because to get into fragrance would not make my wallet happy, as my head covers all these. Most of them were given in PR, I do have to say. Very, very grateful. Okay, so here's my review. Being the sophisticated fragrance channel that I am, you ready? I like this. It smells nice. Now, it's not my typical, like, favorite sweet vanilla cupcake teenage girl fragrances that I typically prefer, but I like it. I like the way it smells. But you should go smell it, because I cannot give you any further details beyond that. I mean, taking a look here on my table, overall, the look, very successful today. I feel like these products all melted really beautifully into each other. I don't notice the ColourPop primer difference from one side to the other, but it did feel very nice, and I think application felt very nice. Loving the Hourglass foundation. I do need to obviously test it some more, but the way that it's sitting on the skin is really pretty, and it definitely gives that coverage. It's not as similar to the skin tint as I thought it was going to be, but it's beautiful. Hourglass can create a good foundation. Palladio Cream Bronzer, really creamy, very nice, very affordable. ColourPop Liquid Highlight, skip it. Patrick Ta, She's Seductive. It bothers me that this sticker is on sideways. Anyways, like crooked a little bit. Gorgeous, gorgeous blush color. Really beautiful application. I like this one. What else? What's Up Beauty bronzers. Quite stunning, I have to say. And I think the ColourPop setting spray actually works well from what I can tell so far. I want to do some more testing with this. Ugh, my hand is so dry. The eyeshadow from Chantecaille, very, very pretty. Like, I actually love this glaze over the eyelid that this gives for just like the most effortless, chic eye look. If you were eyeing this, I do like it. Jones Road Gel Liner. Have to see how it wears, but stunning. I'm not moved by this Benefit mascara, but that's because these stubs need some length. And the Chantecaille lip colors, very pretty everyday spring colors. And the Fleur fragrance, you heard it here. I like it. And that's the look today that I'm going to be rocking, my 2 different eyes. But overall, almost everything here was a success. I actually am really liking these products, and I think this is a good example of the kind of makeup that I plan on wearing this upcoming spring as the weather starts to warm, as the sun starts to come out, as the flowers and trees begin to bloom. Really gorgeous. Though, can somebody please make me stop with the wings? It's not me who does it. My hand just keeps going. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and playing with my new makeup with me. Keep your eyes peeled because I will update you on this. You know what I'm still waiting on? The Lisa Eldridge order I made. It's taking a few weeks here, but I'm excited for that as well. I have some new products to test there. But at this point, I think I'm almost all caught up on the new makeup that I wanted to test. And so now it's diving into the nitty-gritty with all of the products in my speed reviews here. So you'll hear about so many of these products that I've talked about in the last couple of weeks. Some more. Just keeping you guys updated daily, as you know. I can't get off this. I just want to keep talking. Okay. Bye guys. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel and like this video if you enjoyed it and found it helpful. I'll have all of the products that I used today linked in the description box and the shades if applicable. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye guys. Have a good one. It's delicious.